Hi everybody. I hope everyone is having a good day, a good week, whenever it is that you're watching this. A good weekend. It's the weekend. So we lost Robin Williams the other day, and it was shocking. I was blown away. I was so sad because he's such a great actor. He was a great actor. I read a lot of articles and stuff, and everything said that he was a sweet guy, and I feel so bad, and prayers go out to the family, and it's a tough situation. And if you didn't know, Robin Williams was suffering from depression, and he committed suicide. Just saying that just makes my stomach turn. It just makes my stomach turn. It sucks. And reading the articles, and through all of that, I ended up getting inspired and wanting to spread awareness of depression, and I wanted to talk about my depression and how I got through it and how I still deal with it now whenever I do get depressed and things like that. And depression is a sickness. It's something serious. It's not something to be passive about. If you are depressed, you need to talk to someone now. It's not something that you should just... It's not a good feeling. Being depressed is not a good feeling, man. When you're depressed, you just feel lost. You feel stuck. You're not motivated. You're not motivated to do anything. The best advice that I can give anybody for depression is to talk to somebody. You need to talk to someone. Talk to someone that you care about. Talk to someone that cares about you. Someone that's going to take you seriously, and okay, something's wrong with my friend, or something's wrong with my sister, something's wrong with my family member, my cousin, something. Someone you can talk to, and you know that they're going to hear you out and support you through whatever it is that you're going through. And it's kind of weird to even talk about it at first. I know, because at first when you talk to someone who has never been depressed, or I'm sure they've been depressed, I'm sure they've been depressed, they just don't know what it feels like, or they never acknowledged it. I don't know how it is, but whenever I talked to someone about it and I mentioned that I was depressed and that I was suffering from depression, they wouldn't take me seriously. They thought that it was all in my head, and they thought it was a joke, and it's not. It's not a joke. It's something that you feel, and it's something that you constantly think about in your head, and it just starts eating away at you, and it's hard to describe. But whenever I was depressed, I didn't want to leave my room. I didn't want to get out of my bed. I never even did my makeup. I never did my hair. Nothing. I just wanted to be in my room. And it's just not a good feeling. You feel lonely. You feel... Even if you're not alone, you feel lonely. It's just not a good feeling. I know I keep saying that. I'm sorry. But it's not a good feeling. I'm sure there's like a hotline or something that you can talk on the phone with professionals or something. You can always talk to a counselor at school. You can always talk to just people that you trust. I'm going to tell you guys about my depression story and what happened to me and how I got depressed and whatever, and how I got through it. So I was depressed in 2012. 2012 was a rough year for me. It was my darkest time. 2012 was just something else. So I had a group of friends that were like sisters to me, and to make a long story short, I ended up getting beat up by them, and one of their moms was involved, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it happened to me, and I don't know, I felt like I couldn't trust anybody anymore. Everyone that I knew that talked to them, I cut off. I cut off everybody. I cut off every single person that I thought knew them, because I thought they were all talking about me or they were all against me. And I don't know if that was the case. I don't care, to be honest. But that was what I was thinking about, and that's what was eating at my soul and just making me sad and depressed. And I didn't have any friends. I didn't want to talk to anybody, and the only person that was there for me the whole time and knew everything, every single thing, was my boyfriend. And I'm sure, I don't know how he did it, but he was there for me through everything. I give him props because it was a tough time. Even for our relationship, it was difficult for us, and man, I don't even know how we got through it. But, and my family, my family was right there with me, and it was just tough times, guys. It was tough times. And I'm not on here to talk about those people. I'm not on here to bash those people. I'm not on here to mention their names. I'm just saying what happened to me. I'm not trying to insult you guys or you guys think that I'm talking about you. I'm not. I'm just talking about what got me depressed and how it happened. And so after that, I think there was another time where I got chased out of a party by them. And after all of that, I never wanted to go out again. I didn't want to go out anywhere, and everywhere I went, I felt like I had to watch my back, and that happened to me. And the time went on, and I would talk about it, and whenever I would talk about it, I would cry, or but I felt like every time I would talk about it, I would feel better. I felt like I was getting stronger every time I would talk about it and let out my feelings, let out my anger. I felt like I was getting stronger, and it wasn't affecting me anymore. And so I ended up making the crazy decision to look for them and apologize if I ever did anything to make them hate me or make them mad at me or make them think that I was talking about them or something. I decided to swallow my pride. I decided to let go of my ego and look for them and apologize if I was a bad friend. So that's what I did, and it was the best decision I've ever made, ever. After I apologized and made peace with myself, I was able to let it go and move on with my life. It's something that's just in the past now, and yeah, I think about it sometimes, and it just replays in my head everything that happened, but it just doesn't affect me anymore. I just think about it, but it doesn't affect me anymore. I would always try to keep myself occupied. I would try to work out. I would hang out with family, hang out with my boyfriend, listen to music. Music is the reason I'm alive, to be honest. It was difficult, guys. Man, it was so difficult. And I know who would know, right? Crystal, what? She was depressed. I ended up deleting everything. I deleted my Twitter, I deleted my Facebook, I deleted my Instagram, everything. I deleted everything. I just didn't want to feel that way anymore. I didn't want to feel like I was getting hunted. I didn't want to feel like I was going to get beat up again. I was scared. I'm not going to lie, I was scared. And I'm admitting it. I was scared. I mean, it's only one of me. What am I going to do? And then Later on that year, I started getting acne. That was another big thing, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's just acne. It's not huge. It's not the end of the world. But I've never had a pimple ever in my life. Not even in high school. When I was going through puberty, I'd never had a pimple. And just recently, I started getting acne, and I have acne now, and I accept it, and it's so be it. I just have acne, and I can't do anything about it. I've tried everything, and nothing works. So I'm just living on my life, going on with my life, and with acne and everything. But I'm not letting it affect me anymore. I don't care anymore. It's not a big deal. So that was another reason why I was depressed. So I stopped. One of the main things I stopped doing was making excuses for myself. Making excuses to go out, making excuses to do things. I just went out and did everything I wanted to do. Everything that people would say to me, I would say yes, or ask me, I would say yes, I would do it. And I even stopped modeling for a while because of my acne, and just a lot of things. I was just so insecure for a very long time, and it's just not fair. It's not fair that I put myself through that. It's not fair that I let all those things affect my life in a negative way. And now I feel like I can do something positive and say things about it and make it into a positive. I'm not a good person. I wasn't a good person. I try to work on myself every day. But we all make mistakes, and we keep living. If I start thinking negatively and I'm on my phone, because you know social media is like social media, and we get influenced by everything that we see on our pictures and Instagram and things like that. I put my phone down. I put it down, face down, and I get up, listen to music, clean, go talk to my mom, go running, go exercise, go to the gym, whatever. Anything that will get my mind off of it, I stop right away. I try to catch myself as soon as I start thinking negatively, anything like that. I just stop and then try to think positive. It's so much easier said than done. It's the hardest thing ever. It's hard. I'm telling you guys. I still deal with it now sometimes, but I'm a lot better at it now, and I know I can get a lot better and just completely be a happy person again. So that's what's happening. That's what happened to me. And so you guys, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to talk about what you're sad about. Don't be afraid to talk about what you're angry about. Don't be afraid to talk about your feelings. It's okay. And you need to talk to someone. If you're depressed, and if you're sad, or you're getting bullied or something, just talk to someone about it. If someone says something negative about you on the internet or something, just hair flip. Who cares? Who cares? If you know who you are and you know yourself, nothing anyone says that isn't true, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. So I just want you guys to know that it's okay to talk about it. And don't be shy. And I honestly felt like I could relate to a lot of you, and that's why I wanted to put out this video, because I just want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to get over their fears, or get over the little things that are bugging them. Get over anything. If you're depressed about your weight, if you're depressed about acne, if you're depressed about something that's going on with your family, something that's going on in your love life, try to fix it. Write those things down and work from there. Try to fix those things. Try to make those things better. And then if you're depressed about not being able to do anything, if you're stuck and you don't have any direction, you don't have motivation, write a list of the things that you want to do. Write a list of the things that you need, that you want, and then write a list of the things that you're good at. The things that you're good at, and just work from there. Work from there. Look at this is my little list right here. Things I'm good at. You see the first one right there. See, you guys, it's not. We just make excuses for ourselves. We make these obstacles for ourselves. And take responsibility for the things that you've done. Take responsibility for the things that you've done. And move forward. Do better and move forward. Okay? And if you want to talk to me about your problems, feel free. I am here and I care. Just leave a comment or something. Send me a direct message on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. I'm open and I will hear you out. If it's anything, if you need a friend or something, I'm here. And so yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. And I want you guys to know that you'll be okay. Whatever it is that you're going through, you'll be okay. Alright? And I'm sorry if this video was kind of lame or kind of corny or anything, but I don't care. Well, oh, and I'm modeling again. So, yeah, I think the last time I mentioned that I was in a couple of videos, someone asked me in my Q&A video how many videos I've done. And I said 3, I think, or 4. I don't remember which one, how many I said. But I've done 9 now, you guys. 9! And I think a couple of them aren't out yet. But I'll leave the link for the videos that I've been in so far. And I'll leave a link to my Model Mayhem portfolio down there if you want to look at that. So, yeah. And just follow me on my social media networks. And, yeah, if you want to talk to me, I'm open. So, just thanks. Thanks for everything. And thanks to the people who support me and the things that I do. And I got love for you guys a lot. And I think that's it. Alright guys, bye.